Hey, so good morning, everyone. So, without waiting much time, let's start. Okay. So, I was going through the lead code problem. So, we had 2 to 3 problem left that was pending to solve for linked list. Okay, and I can see those problem also in there is in lead code. So, I thought of like directly doing problems from the lead code, so it would be easy to validate and uh, solve more and more problem. Okay. So you can open lead code, go to the tag and search the linked list. Okay. Hope you guys are able to see my screen, right? Okay, I'm not sharing. Okay. Yeah. So I just filtered with the tag. Okay. If you go to the problem, so here linked list tag is there. Just click on that tag. So you will have all the problem related to linked list. Then just filter with the difficulty level. Okay. So everyone there on that screen, right?
Yes, Manish.
Okay. So this is like this problem is related to bit manipulation. So I tried solving few problems yesterday only. So this problem is related to bit manipulation. So let's park this problem. Okay. So let's solve this problem. So we had to solve merge to sorted list, and I think we did reversal of the list, right? So let's do this 4 5 problem today. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the middle of a linked list. Yeah, so I am pasting this problem in chat box. Okay, so I just pasted the problem in chat box. Okay, so what you guys can do, like you will have some time, like, so if many people are new, so for them maybe a bit difficult, but I'll explain later also. But yeah, so who are attending the class from the previous session, I don't think you will find it complex. So just you need to find the middle element and you need to return it. So middle of the linked list. The problem is, given a non-empty singly linked list with head node, return the middle node of linked list. If there are 2 middle nodes, return the second middle node. I think we have did this problem, right?
Yes, Manish.
Yeah. Okay, so I would suggest let's give one more try. That would be better. So this is 5 6 problems. So I want to, I'll just give 10 minutes to solve this problem, and again we'll jump to the next. That should be fine. So more and more practice will make you like better at handling the pointer and everything in linked list. Okay, so we'll start discussing from 10:20. Make sense, guys? Any question like who joined today or uh, yeah, any other question? So I don't see like many problem is there in case of linked list. Very few problem are there. So we can solve all the problem. Maybe today or by tomorrow we'll finish all the easy problem of the linked list. And this doubly linked list and circular linked list, I don't think it is too much complex. Only small thing. I'll just explain it, and you will see maximum problem will be related to the singly linked list only. So try to solve more and more problem of the linked list, and at the end I'll give the concept related to doubly linked list and circular linked list, and then we'll jump to the next topic.
Hi Manish. In this problem, when solving, we have to uncomment that definition of linked list.
No need to uncomment. Just it's the internal of lead code. Okay, so no need to, you it's just for your reference. So this is the structure of node class. Okay, in our
Okay.
implementation, what we did, we created this as a nested class, right? You guys remember, but here
Yeah.
it is a separate class. This is list node is a separate class. You can create here, and this class is public, so you won't face any problem in creating any object of any node. Okay, but few demerits it has that I have already explained in my previous class, right? So you directly can create list node object.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks.
So who joined just now can try solving this problem from linked list. So anyone completed? Because like we already did in previous class, right? Dipjul, Harshvardhan, Mayur.
Yes, Manish.
Okay, good, Nitin. Nitin, Sri Pooja, Sumit Yadav, Yash, Chad. Or let me know like if you are facing any problem or any question you have, just let me know. Do you guys need more time or should I explain it?
Manish,
Yeah, yes.
can we do like using size, like size by 2 and find out the middle element?
Yeah, you can do. No one is stopping you. But so in that case, I have told you, right? You are doing n plus n by 2 iteration, right?
Like we'll be incrementing size whenever we are adding, correct? Like why do we have to iterate to get the size?
So you need to get the size, right? If you don't know the size, then how will you knowing like what is the middle element?
Whenever we are adding the elements, like add first or add last, we will be incrementing the size.
No,
correct?
so in earlier case, like what I have implemented, so the class of node was implemented such a way that it has flexibility to get the size of the list, right? But
Yes.
here, if you go to the link, this lead code problem, you can see the class. Here you don't have any method so that you can get the size. To get the size, you don't have any other option rather than iterating over the list.
Okay.
You got my point, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Mayur, are you able to solve or like let me know if you're facing issue?
I'm facing some issue. I was also doing that same, like dividing the size by 2. Again,
So,
I'm using
okay.
to a pointer.
Yeah, so I explained this thing, right? So I just wanted to do practice it again. That's the reason I just like given you this problem again. That is the only reason. So you should have done, you guys. Okay, but no issue. Again, I'll explain it. Sumit, like who is attending my class from the past week, then I feel like confident on them, like they can do it.
Manish, in general, like the built-in linked list of Java, will it have size or?
Yes, it has. It has. Okay, then let me explain. Like we have to, at least I am targeting to cover every 10 or 15 minutes one problem so that we can cover more and more problem. Okay, so just now I submitted. So you guys are able to see my screen, right? Let me zoom it.
Manish, your screen is not visible.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Just hold on. second. Yeah. Bold and clear. You guys are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there is concept called fast runner and slow runner. It's very simple. So keep in mind one thing always, this is thumb rule. So I will be always suggesting some design pattern even in the algorithm. So if you like get well experience in the solving data structure and algorithm problem, then you can establish your own some pattern. Okay, one of the pattern what I see, whenever you are doing slow runner equal to slow runner dot next. Okay, so in the while loop, okay, you have to keep a slow runner dot. Okay, oh, I made some mistake. It's fast runner dot next dot next. It should be fast runner dot next and it was correct only. Here it should be slow runner. So slow, if you are doing one ahead like slow runner dot next, okay, so then slow runner should not be null, then only you can trigger this command, right? This slow runner dot next. Otherwise, if slow runner is null, then slow runner dot next will throw null pointer exception. Okay, here I am moving fast runner 2 times, like I am hopping, skipping one node, right? So I am doing fast runner dot next dot next. So fast runner dot next should not be equal to null, right? If it is a null, then if I do this node dot next, then it will be throwing null pointer exception. So when you are writing while clause, okay, just keep in the mind. So if you have to do 2 times, just put fast runner dot next. If one time, then slow runner should not be equal to null, although it got submitted, but still. So it is not needed also, right? What happened? Spelling mistake. Obviously, so fast runner is always ahead of the slow runner. So you can remove this condition also. But for the sake of simplifying it, or what happened?
Manish, it has to be fast runner not equal to none.
Oh, here, okay. Fast runner not equal to run. Yes, yes. Sorry, I did correct earlier. So though two condition. One is fast runner should not be equal to null and fast runner dot next not equal to be null. So this is the two condition we should always focus. I should not consider about the slow runner, because slow runner will be always before it, right? Always before the fast runner. So if you run now, so it should be fine. Yes. So as expected, so it should give 3, 4, 5. So you are giving 3, 4, 5. So suppose I have to, in case of odd number, I should check 6. I'll run code. So it's 4, 5, 6 is expected. 4, 5, 6 I am getting. That's it, right? So now let me explain this concept again bit. Yeah. So how this fast runner and slow runner works. Okay. So let me go to OneNote.
Manish, whenever you executed the program, we were getting 3 elements. Like, do we have to get 1 element? Or like
No, actually here is in problem description, it's mentioned like middle element. So you have to get all the elements after the middle element.
Okay.
So if only you want middle element, then what you can do, you can just do new node, new list node, and you can pass slow runner dot value.
Okay.
Slow runner dot val. So you will just get middle element. That's it. But here in the problem, it's mentioned like you need to get all the element after that node. Okay, that was the reason I used this thing. Slow runner. Okay, so how this fast runner and slow runner works? Okay, so here let's see, I have some node. One, two, three, 4, 5. So in the beginning, slow runner, fast runner, SR, FR, and head. Everything will be pointing to this beginning node, right? Then I am writing one condition while fast runner not equal to null, and fast runner dot next not equal to null, right? And within that, I am incrementing this fast runner pointer by 2. So what will happen? Fast runner pointing is now, then this fast runner will be next pointing to this one. Slow runner will be moving to this one. So I'll write like this: FR is equal to FR dot n, and slow runner I will be moving only one next, SR dot n, right? And this slow runner will be pointing to this. What will happen next? This will be pointing to this, okay, and this will be pointing to this one. After that, what will happen? This fast runner dot next should not be equal to null, so it's null, right? So it will exit. So what this slow runner is pointing to? Slow runner is pointing to 3. If I return this slow runner, so it will return 3, 4, 5, all 3 elements, right? This is how fast pointer and slow pointer works. I hope it is clear to everyone.
So Manish, why 4, 5 also?
So
Value is 3.
yeah, so if you are pointing this 3 here, okay, this is slow runner, but this 3 is having link to 4, this 4 is having to link to 5.
Okay.
Right? So if any node, if you are printing this one, so it will automatically print this one, this one, this one. If you are printing this list, so this is suppose one sub list, so it has pointed to the next, so it will be pointing to 3, 4, 5. If you want to only return the middle element, in that case, what you can do?
Slow now dot next.
Yeah, you just need to create one new node and you just need to assign that value to that new node and you return the new node. So, or you can do one thing, this slow runner dot next is equal to null. In that case, you will only be getting this 3 only. So there is one other option also. Here you can do slow runner. After that, you can write like this also, slow runner dot next is equal to null. So if now I execute this statement, okay, so it will be giving only one element, 4. It will be giving only 4, but expected is 4, 5, 6. You got my point, right?
Yeah, Manish.
I had a question.
Yes.
Like in case of C++, if we do that, like next element equal to null,
Yeah.
Would it be like there is no garbage collector like thing? So
Yes.
would it
So one thing, like in the beginning only, I don't have much expertise in C or C++.
Okay.
So that's why I started this class only considering Java language and everything we are implementing in Java. But to answering your question, so obviously, yeah, in that case, you have to manually collect the garbage. Okay, and you have to manually dereference it. There are different scenarios in that case, and you have to work
We can
according.
delete function.
Yeah, you have to delete that also. So based on like what language you are using, you have to follow that syntax.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other question from anyone else? Should I move to next? Okay, delete node in a linked list. So here, this we have already practiced the how to delete a node, right? But here it is something different. Okay, not much, but few changes there. Write a function to delete a node, except the tail in a singly linked list, given only access to that node. Suppose this is the node 4519. Okay, you have given access to this, suppose 5 node 5. You are not in the previous node, you are not in the 4. Okay, how you can delete this node if you don't have this previous pointer? Okay, you have to just delete one. How you can delete this 5? So here 4519 is there, you just need to delete 5. So output should be 419. You are given the second node with value 5. The linked list should become 419 after calling your function. Okay, so here if 4519 is given and you are given node 1, then you have to make it as 459. The linked list will have at least 2 elements. Some node is given there. All of the node value will be unique. The given node will not be the tail. Okay, that is already constrained, so you don't need to bother about the tail node and head node. Okay, and what's next? Do not return anything from your function. So it will be automatically taken. How you can delete that node? So you have some time, give try practice, try it, and we'll explain after some time. Maybe you will have 10 minutes again. So we'll start.
So, what does it mean? Access to that node, uh, it means like from that node, there will be some other node, the node which we want to delete.
Yeah, suppose so the structure is 4 is pointing to 5, 5 is pointing to 1, 1 is pointing to 9. So in this case, you have not given access to head node, you have given a pointer to node 5. Okay, so you just need to delete that 5.
Okay. So access node is referring to 1 and 9.
So node 1 means like value that is node 1. Okay, here node 1 means the node which is having value 1.
Okay.
If you go here, node 5 means the node which is having value 5. You just need to delete that node.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is singly linked list, how you can do that. Okay, so we'll start explaining from 10:45.
Okay.
Any question, guys, like who joined today only? Today is the first class. And it would be better like if you can introduce yourself also meanwhile. Anyone able to solve the question?
No, Manish.
Okay. Anyone else? Ashit,
Yes,
Dipjun.
what we can do is we can copy the value of the next node of the node which we have to delete and store it in the connect node, and we can delete the next node by the pointing
Yes,
the
that's
next to next node from the
correct.
node.
That's the correct approach. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Anyone else?
Also did the same.
You did same. Great.
Yes.
Anyone else? Okay. So for those like who face some issue, so it's a very simple problem, but yeah, you should have some understanding. So what we can do, guys, so let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you have this 4 node, okay? So as mentioned in the problem, so let's say one example was there. I go to 4519, okay? So 4519. Okay, what we need to delete? I need to delete node 5. I have to
Sir,
delete this node.
excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, what is the question? Like, we have to delete a node of linked list. Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we have to delete this node 5. You don't have this head pointer, you don't have any other pointer, you have just pointed to this node. Okay, so this is the pointer you are given and you are asked to delete this one. So if you have attended my previous class and if you have the pointer to this node, then you can delete it by just pointing next is equal to dot next. So instead of this, you can directly point it to this one, and you can make this node dot next is equal to null. So automatically this will be dereferenced and it will be collected by the garbage. But problem here is a bit different. Okay, so problem here, you just need to delete the same node. How you can delete? So that is the good question. So if you are in the previous node, then it's okay to delete, but if you are in the same, it's very difficult. So to solve that problem, what we can do, instead of deleting it, what we can do, so here one was there. Okay, so what we can do, can we copy this one to this node? Yes, we can, right? So what we can do here, only I'll replace this 5 with 1. Okay, and it was pointing to this next node, right? Instead of making this one, I will make it to point to the next node. So it will be automatically deleted. If you want, you can dereference this one also. Even if you don't dereference, doesn't matter, but if you don't have any link, it will be automatically collected by the garbage. Okay, so how we can do this? So if you go here, so you can write node dot value is equal to node dot next dot value. So that's what we did, right? Node dot value is equal to whatever was here, we stored it here, right? Node dot value equal to node dot next dot value, and node dot next is equal to node dot next dot next. Done. That's how we deleted this node. And if you print now, then it will be printing 419 4 1 and 9. Any question, guys? It's very simple, right? And that was the main reason I put this problem. Okay, so reversal of the linked list, I think we already did. Okay, Still, anyone want to do that problem again? Like who all attended my previous class? I'm asking with them only first. No, right? And yeah, because if you want to recap that, you can watch in YouTube also. So the recorded session is already there. Okay. So better to practice the next problem, merge two sorted lists. This is very interesting problem. So let's try solving this problem. And this time I'll give some time, more time, because this is bit complex. It will take some time for those like who is very new to the linked list concept. Yeah, but who is experienced, like you can solve in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so problem is this. Even we did problem in arrays class related to if you want to merge two sorted arrays, right? So similar to that only, we have to merge here. So how is the problem? So you have okay, suppose you have two lists 1 3 5 7. Okay, another linked list you have, let's say 2 4 6 8 10 12. So if I ask you to merge so that the arrays remain, the list remains sorted. So what will the sorted list after the like merging? It should be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 10 12. So this should be the output. Okay, give try like how you can do this problem. So I am pinging the problem here in the chat box. Give a try. So this time I'll giving you 20 minutes, guy, or 15 minutes. Okay, so we'll start from 11:05. Anyone progress something?
Yes, Manish, like one pointer for the first linked list and one more pointer for second linked list, and like compare two pointers, like whichever is the smallest, uh, add that to the output list and increment the current.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
whichever is the whichever you have added, increment that linked list pointer to the next node and check again.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyone else? Yes, are you talking?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So similar approach. So we can use three like if else statement we'll be traversing through the link list, checking the values simultaneously. If L1 is less, the
Okay.
value of L1 is less than L2, then we will be taking the value in the new linked list, and then we'll be putting P connect, and then L1 will be L1 connect. Then we'll be comparing L1 connect and L2. Like
Okay.
this, so we can traverse the whole linked list.
Okay.
And
Okay. Mayur, you were telling something.
Then the same approach, but I got stuck in between. I'm not getting proper out.
Great. So you can share your screen. We'll solve your problem. Okay. You can share your screen. Mayur, are you sharing? Okay. Okay. So P dot val is less than Q dot val, then third is equal to P. P is next, and why third dot next is equal to null? Okay, you are keeping it as a separate. Okay, that's fine. Then third is Q next. Okay, well, P dot next not equal to null and Q dot next is not equal to null. That's fine. P dot well less than third dot next is equal to P. Okay, P equal to P dot next, else, yeah, go down, third Q dot next, yeah, that's fine. Hold on. So after like while loop, just end of the while loop after second else block, okay, go to the line number 39. Yeah, after 39, can you put third dot next is equal to third also? Or third, no, third is equal to third dot next. Go down, returning what? Returning third. But you should have that reference of third, right? Go up, go on the top, declare one more variable, fourth. Okay, assign third to 4 after second else block. Go to the line number 23, yeah, 28. Go to the line number 28. Yes, after 28, assign fourth is equal to third and return fourth. And return fourth. You understood, right? Why I asked you to do the same? Because third will be pointing to the last element. Try running. So something is needed. That's fine. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. You need to correct. So small main issue is resolved, right? So just one corner case is missing. Just go through once. I think you will be able to fix it. Right, Mayur? I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible.
So
Yes.
you got it right?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. So almost you resolved your problem, right? Now you have to just handle one corner case.
Yes, I think I'm using last block. Like if they have equal sides, so one will empty.
Yes. That is the reason. Yep. You can fix that. Okay. Anyone else? Any question? Anyway, I will be explaining it.
Manish, while adding the first value, do we have to check for the head, like is head equal to empty, then add, or like directly add the first element to the output?
So I'll explain. Okay, I'll explain all the corner case so that everyone can. So this is very good problem actually, and if you can solve this problem, I think you can handle any linked list question. Okay. So anyone else? Any question? No, right? Okay. Let me explain this question a bit thoroughly. So just now I also submitted, guys. Okay. So same approach I did, although there is two approach. I'll explaining both one by one. One is using recursion and another is iterative approach. Okay, so instead of declaring 3 node, 4 node, we just need 2 node. Okay, so let me go to here. Let me clear this one.
My first screen is not visible.
Yeah, I'm just wait, I'm sharing. Hope now you are able to see.
Yes.
So this problem is all about handling corner case, guys. So let's say I have L1, 1, 2, 3, or let me 1, 3, 5, only odd number. This is L1. Okay. And L2 is pointing to null. Always think such situation. L2 is pointing to null. This is null. This is L2. This is pointing to null. What should be the output?
L1.
L1. Okay. Cool. Very nice. So if L1 is null, then return L2 I can return, right? Whatever the element will be there in L2. If L2 is null, then I will return L1. If L1 is null, then I'll return L2. Right? If both is null, then obviously we will be returning null only, right? Okay. Okay. You can handle that scenario also. Okay. I didn't do, but if L1 is equal to null and L2 is also equal to null, then you will be returning null. Or by default, I would say by default, this scenario is handled. Reason is if head and current both is started with null, and if it is not meeting any of the condition, so this if else block will be not executed. This will be not executed because L1 itself is null and L2 is also null. This will be also not executed. This will be also not executed. So finally it will print to head. But yeah, so it will may throw an error while L1 dot val and L2 dot val is executed if both is null. So better I would say, yeah, we need to write it. That would be better approach. If both is null, then return null. Okay, so this is the basic assumption. Okay, the first assumption. That's cool. So we solved this. Let's move further. Another node. Let's assume both the node are equal. Well, both the list is of equal size. That is another assumption. Okay, and let's say here 2, 4, 5. This is, but here you don't know whether L1 dot value is greater than less than, or L2 dot value is less than L1, right? You don't know. You don't know which, whether my head should be pointing to which, either L1 or L2, right? So we need to find it out first where my head should point, the first thing. So for that, we need to write if else block. If L1 dot val is less than equal to L2 dot val, then I can put point head is equal to L1. And instead of here, I can do this as later also. Current is equal to head. So whenever like some common situation comes, try to remove from if else block, otherwise it will confuse. Okay, so if L1 dot val is less than L2, then I will point head to L1. Okay, so this is lesser, right? So my head will be pointing to this one. Okay, so that's how we did. And current will, and this else part will not execute it, right? And current will be pointing to head only. So current will also pointing to head only. Okay, now I will, because I have to traverse over the list, right? So I have to iterate over this. When we can iterate, when L1 is not equal to null and L2 both should not be equal to null, then only we are iterating, right? If both is not equal to null, then we are iterating. L1 not equal to null and L2 not equal to null. Okay, again, if L1 dot val less than equal to L2 dot val, then current dot next should point to L1. Okay, if you go here, if L1 dot val, so L1 now will be moved to here, right? Because of this place. L1 moved to this one. So if L1 dot val is less than equal to L2 dot val, that is not the correct case. So this is the else block, right? So current dot next should point to L2. So what will happen? So this is the current. So this will be pointing to this one. Okay, I'm just dereferencing. So this will be automatically closed and this will be pointing to this one. Okay. And whenever I am doing this one, then I will be making L2 equal to L2 dot next. So L2 equal to L2 dot next. So once this is done, then this L2 will be pointing to this one. So this is clear. So this one is L2, this is L1. Again, it will be checking which one is lesser. So this one is lesser. So what will happen? This will be pointing to this one. This will be automatically deleted. Now L1 will move here, right? And then it will be comparing this 5 and 4. So 4 is lesser. So this will be pointing to this one. This will be deleted. Okay, L2 will move here. L2 will be pointing to this one. This will be deleted, right? Next, what will happen? This will be here. It should be 6. That would be better. So 5 is less than 6, or which one is the less? So this will be pointed to this one, this is deleted, this is pointed to this one. So after that both is null, so this is the list 1 2 3 4 5 6. What will happen, guys, like if after 6 there are more element called 8 10 12, and this can be happen to anyone, right? Either L1 or L2, 8 10 12. So to handle that scenario, again we have to check whether L1 is pointing to null or L2 is pointing to null, or which one is relating to the terminating condition. So here L1 will be pointing to null, but L2 will have more element, right? So we can directly do here current dot next. Okay, and here we are doing current dot next every iteration, that's fine. Current dot next should directly point to L1. So if, or L2. So in that case, if current is, this one is the current, and current dot next is pointing to L2, so this all will be included. So after 6 8 10 12 will be there, and we have already stored head earlier, right, to keep a backup. So we can return this head, and this will be the final answer. If I submit it, it should run, and this should run correct. Any question? Asit, Bhagyesh, so new guys, I'm talking to new guys. Dipjul, Emmanuel, after long time Emmanuel joined. Shri Puja, Yash, Yash Bardhan. Okay. Okay. I can paste this code in chat box also if you have any confusion. So this is how we handle the linked list problem. Makes sense, right? So try, like even though it's clear, try practicing again at home. Like this is very important problem. Okay, so moving to the next problem. Remove duplicates from sorted list. Okay, so problem is, given a sorted linked list, delete all duplicate node such that each element appear once. So 1 1 2, then 1 2, 1 1 2 3 3, then 1 2 3. So this is just removing the duplicate. Okay, for this problem also I'll give you 15 minutes. So we'll start from 11:35. Or please let me know, like if you knew any one of you have any question. Hey, any one of you have done so far? Sorry, Mayur done?
Yes, okay.
Yes, Manish.
Okay. Sumit also did. Great. Bhagyesh also did. Great.
Yes, Manish.
Yes, also did great. 4 people. Nice response. Anyone else? Shri Pooja also did great. Dipjul, Emmanuel, Mayur, can you explain or Sumit, you can explain. Yes, you're using in C sharp, right?
Yes.
So that's why I don't allow you. Okay, but don't worry, like you are doing good job here.
Okay, Manish, I will explain.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Is it visible?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
So firstly, Manish, I checked whether head and head next is null or not. So if we have one element, so we can directly return it.
Yeah, true.
And if you have more than one element, suppose if you have two elements, so for that I had taken 2 pointers.
So why head dot next is equal to null? Okay, only one element. Okay,
One pointer, only
okay,
one element.
okay, great.
Then I have taken 2 pointers.
Yes.
In that I am checking it value wise, like index wise, like if first element and second element, if they are equal.
Okay.
So I am pointing first element to third element.
Okay.
And after that, third's next, like fourth element will be Q. I'm pointing Q to P's next. So like I am removing the duplicates, like taking the example of this two, 1, 1, 2.
Oh,
So
okay, okay, okay.
P is pointing here and Q is pointing here. So if they are equal, so my P will directly point to 2 and my Q will point directly to null. So directly we can get, and if they are not equal, so directly we can exchange the values like we have done in fast and slow pointers. Like only one single case we have done now.
Nice approach here. Okay, great. I didn't think about it. Yeah, but this is very good. Anyone else? Nitin, you also did, right?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Sumit did, right?
Yes, Mani.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen.
Yeah, sure.
So I have created this current node. It will point to it, okay.
Yes.
What do I will check? Well, it will like this while loop will run until it is null. Then I am checking one more node, temp node, okay,
Okay.
to check whether the value is equal to current or not. So here again I am using one loop. It will check for all the duplicate actually.
Okay. Yes.
And like if some duplicates are there, what it will do? This will iterate it. Like temp, just move to next. Then here I mean pointing, changing my reference. Okay, current dot next to temp.
Okay.
And current equal to, like again this is an I have to iterate the current also. Okay.
Okay. 2 while loop you used. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, complexity is bit more, but it's fine actually. Actually, both will be taking same time,
Like
0 time. Yeah, it's good actually. Yeah, this is also good way. So what actually you are trying in the internal while loop, you are trying to reach to the point where the current pointer is not equal to the new pointer, right? And you are just
right.
assigning it.
Yeah, this is just for, checking the duplicates
Yeah,
and moving the pointer.
great, great, great. Super. See, so many new approach I can see. I thought of this, but I never implemented. I did it different. Mayur did it different. That's good actually. Dipjul also done. Okay. You can also share if you want. Okay, let me explain my ways. Okay, how I did it. So you guys are able to see my screen, right? Or let me share. So who still didn't get, maybe understand my way of solving. Okay. So I took 2 pointer. One is temp and temp2. Both is pointing to head only. Okay. While temp2 is not equal to null. Okay. So you just assume like temp is the slow pointer, temp2 is the fast pointer. Okay. So this is my while loop. Okay, let me take one example also so that you can understand it better. Anywhere it's clean. Okay. So let me have something like this. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So I have repeated only 2 only. One thing is only repeated, rest all are fine only. This is 3, this is 4. Okay, so I have given head here. So I have 2 pointer. Let me modify it so that it would be better to understand. Let me write it here. Or let it be temp, otherwise again a lot of confusion. So this is temp. I'll write T1 and this is T2. Okay, so T2 is my fast pointer. So fast will be always going ahead of T1. Okay, so I'll check whether till I'll loop over while T2 not equal to null. Okay, that's what I am doing. While T2, yeah, while T2 not equal to null. What I need to check, I'll check whether T2 is equal to T2 dot value is equal to T1 dot value. So obviously in the beginning, both is pointing to the same node. So T2 value and T1 value is same. So what I am doing, I am moving temp T2 equal to T2 dot next. If both is equal, then what I am doing, I will be pointing this to T2. This will be deleted. Okay, and T1 is 1. If both is different, okay, T1 is 1, T2 is 2. If both is different, then what I am doing, I am pointing T1 dot next equal to T2. So if both is different, then my T1 dot next will become T2. So T1 dot next will become to T2. That it was already also. So that's fine. It won't make any change, right? What's next? And then I am telling temp T1 will be becoming, or temp will be becoming temp dot next, right? So now T1 will be also pointing to this one. T2 is also pointing to this one. Again, I'll check if T1 is equal to T2, both is equal. So T2 will be pointing to this one. Now, this condition, T1 is 2, T2 is 2. Again, this is matching. So what will happen? I'll go here. If both is matching, then I'll make T2 is equal to T2 dot next. I'll make here T2 was pointing. Now T2 will be pointing to this, right? Now T2 is this one. Let me clear this one all. T2 is pointing to this 3. Okay. Now I'll check if both is not equal to T1 dot value is not equal to T2 dot value, then what I am doing, temp dot next is equal to T2, right? So T1 dot next, so this will be pointing to this one. So this will be automatically deleted. And then T1 will be becoming this one. So both T1 and T2 is pointing to the same. Again, it will compare 3 to 3. So both are equal. So this will be moved to here. T1 will move here. What will happen again after this 4 is there? So there is one condition. T2 will move to this position and T1 will be remaining here. So to handle that particular situation, if T1 is null, not equal to null, then I'll put temp dot next equal to null and return head. So here also 4, here also 1, and T1 is pointing to this one, and here also 4. So I don't want to check here, right? So at the end, this will be pointing to null, and I'll return head. This is how I did. So maybe approaches will different for different person. So it's all about thought process, how you think the problem. So I cannot say here like which approach is better. Like, yeah, obviously whose code is cleaner, I will say that approach is always better. But yeah, by time complexity, everyone is having the same time complexity because everyone is using the same 2-pointer concept. Right? Any question here? No, right?
Manish, when we will get to know like to use this particular solution for like for particular question? You told about 2-pointer now.
So it's about thought process, right? So that's the problem was there. So you need to find the duplicate. Okay, let me go to the thought process. Okay, you raised very nice question.
Why I asked this question, because like to find the middle element, we used 2-pointer concept there also.
Okay, I'll explain your question. I got it. Okay, let me help with you that.
Okay.
So 1 1 2 3 4 5 5 6, or let's say 5 again, then 6. Okay, you are asked to remove the duplicate. Okay, think about it, how you can remove the duplicate. So this was the solution. Like, yeah, I thought people are able to understand, but still if you are not understand, so for that reason, let me make it bit more clear how we can think, how we can do. So I just need non-duplicate element, right? Okay, so here I don't know. Okay, if you have attended my arrays class, so we can check this element to this element if those are equal or not. So if those are not equal, so then I have to take only one, right? So I will take one. Okay, then I'll go to the next. If in case of arrays, the situation is different. So that is boxed, right? So it is boxed, so box will always storing the same. But here you will also play with the link also, like how the link is modified. So both is 1, then I'll take 1, and I just need to remove the next one. Or you can obviously you have to take first one, then whatever, if one is coming, you just need to remove that one, right? So what you need to do, after one you will have to write 2, again after 2 you have to write 3, after 3, because this are not equal, right, again 4, but after 4 you will see many 4. So you have to reach, and that's where Sumit's approach was far better, because it was comparing less actually. And that's why if you see the Sumit submission, it was saying 100% better than other solution. So there was 2 while loop, so the internal while loop directly reach here instead of comparing. But in my case I was comparing this again, this. So in my case comparison was more. So Sumit's approach was still better than mine, that I would say. So you have to reach here, right? So there is actually, you are using 2 pointer. One pointer is at this point, okay? So first pointer it here, and second pointer you need to reach somewhere where this element is not equal to here. So you reached here, and then you will directly point this 4 to 5. Again, your both pointer will be at 5. Okay, you keep the lower pointer or slow runner is at this point only, and move your fast runner till this 5 is not equal to 6. Okay, and then you directly assign this 5 to 6. This is how we can think of the solution. Other than that, how you can think of this problem? Any other way? Other way is also there. You keep on creating node. Okay, keep on creating node. First you created node. Okay, one was there. Then here you keep on traversing. Okay, you keep on traversing it. If the created node is equal to the new node, then you don't add. Otherwise, if any distinct node is coming, you keep on adding to that node. That's it. There is another way also, and I think complexity would be almost same. And I would sometimes say space complexity will be more here. You will be using extra space, but time complexity will be better than what we used. Yeah, because we are using extra space here, right? But in this case, we are not using extra space. We are doing in-memory list manipulation, data manipulation. I hope it's clear to everyone.
Yes.
Did I answer your question? Yes?
Yes, you did.
Okay. One second, guys, my battery is going. Okay, moving to the next question. Or I think time is already up. So guys, like, what do you want? Can you solve this 4 problem your own before tomorrow's class? Or you want me to solve this 4 problem also in the tomorrow's class? So if you do it, then I'll only explain tomorrow doubly linked list and circular linked list. And then we'll move to stack and queue. Okay, or otherwise in tomorrow's class I will solve this 4 problem. I'll solve this problem also, but this problem with this problem is it use bit manipulation also. So until and unless you don't have covering the bit manipulation, I would suggest don't solve this problem. So tell me your thought process, how you want to go ahead.
Manish, we will solve tomorrow.
Okay, that would be better. Yeah, let's solve this 4 problem tomorrow. Okay, once we solve it, we'll try to cover doubly linked list also, the concept. Otherwise, like, same thing is there. Nothing new is in doubly linked list. Only problem that is solving, and circular linked list is also solving only single problem. Okay, so we'll cover that if possible by tomorrow, or maybe in the next class next week. Okay, and then we'll move to queue and stack. That will be the next topic. I hope everyone is okay.
What are we like covering tomorrow, Manish?
Tomorrow we'll solve this four problem, and maybe I will, if we have time, we will solve this problem also.
Okay. What about circular linked list and double linked list?
Maybe because we are solving this problem, then next week we will be covering that circular and doubly linked list, and after that only we will move to stack and queues.
Okay.
Hope it's clear to everyone. Or any question from anyone, any feedback, any suggestion to improve the practice session, you are always most welcome. Or otherwise we can drop the session for today. Okay, no question. Thank you everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Manish.